Hello, my name is Angela Dawn. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. This Sunday afternoon post-church looks a little different than most as we prepare for a very full and busy week. I have really been enjoying the book The Life-Giving Home by Sally and Sarah Clarkson this season. One of my favorite paragraphs I want to read here. It's titled Heroism Begins at Home. In creating the traditions that will form your home, you have the opportunity to put it all in a heroic framework. The holidays you celebrate, the books you read with your family, and the heroes you uphold and praise will inform your vision for your own life and story. Heroism isn't an act that begins in a moment of crisis. It is an atmosphere, a sense of self, an identity formed through many habits of thought, memory, and experience. Because the home is the center place of life, the ground in which action begins, you have the opportunity to create an atmosphere in which the heroic is valued, rooted, and grown. So rarely will you find me doing anything else on a Sunday afternoon besides curling up on the couch with a blanket, a good book, and a steaming cup of coffee. But I had an order come in a few days before for a couple of sourdough loaves, and they requested that those be done Monday evening. So due to the time that it takes for sourdough to ferment and the loaves to rise, I need to get those started Sunday afternoon. So here I am just feeding my sourdough starter. It had been in the fridge. I took it out before we went to church, and now I'm just getting it fed so that it would be ready to use that night to mix up my loaves. My Sunday afternoons are for relaxing, but this little guy was looking like he needed some help. I had bought him a few days earlier with some graduation money from my sweet grandma, and I did not want to let him die. So I got out there and repotted him. Our Sunday dinners are always really simple anyway, so I figured that this was as good of time as any. And then because I was out there anyway, I decided to just tackle the area that has all those leaves around it. It was kind of bugging me anyway. So the Sunday afternoon did not end up being as relaxing as some, but I feel like with the week that we have coming that it was kind of necessary to just use my time a little more efficiently than normal. Lived in an apartment of sorts our 3.5 years of married life, and something that I have really tried to, I guess, cultivate, if you will, is not letting apartment life or town life or city life hinder being outdoors, growing things, even if it's just like a herb garden or planting a few flowers here and there. And at our place that we currently live in, I'll show you in just a minute, we have a few very small little beds, I guess, garden beds that I can plant flowers in if I would like. They're not very strict about it. And I have a few seeds left over from last year that are literally sprouting. They got left out in the rain, they started to sprout. So I think I'm just gonna rake and throw these seeds that are already sprouting like right into the dirt, and we'll see what it does. I think it'll look better anyway. Even if they don't end up growing, at least the area is raked and it can't hurt. So yeah, I will show you that in just a minute. So this is the area that I have here to work with. We have a palm tree right here, so can't do much there. And then where it's not raked is a neighbor's area. So I would say, even though there's no official dividing line, that this is probably my side. And so I raked that up a little bit. I am going to throw some potting mix on here because I am not really sure what kind of soil this is. And so I just want to be safe and add a little bit of potting mix to it. And now this is the box of wildflowers that accidentally got left out in the rain. And if you can see in here, they have started to sprout. So I'm going to, oh, there's also a slug friend in there. That's gross. I am going to very carefully throw this into the area that I have some potting mix on, and we'll see. They're already sprouted, so I'm sure they'll take off. So I just threw them into this soil. I hope that they take off. This is kind of what it looks like. That's like the little root on it. It was not firmly embedded in the cardboard. So you can see there's those little white things everywhere. That's what those are. It was not firmly embedded into the cardboard, so I feel fairly certain that they will take off just fine, especially with all the rain that we've had recently. But yeah, even if they don't, at least this little area is not so full of junk, and it looks just a little better than it did before. So I just finished working outside and it is 4:04, which means that both the girls will be getting up soon. I'm really hot, tired, sweaty, and dinner needs to be made soon. But first I'm going to wash my hands, run upstairs, and arrange the potted plant where I want it. I think it's gonna go on my husband and I's dresser. So I'm gonna go run and do that really quickly, and then it'll probably be time to wake up the girls. This is currently the state of our room. It needs some TLC. Very much so. So I have like about 5 minutes to quickly tackle this and try to get it looking a little better than it is right now. For dinner, I decided to do hot hamburger dip. It's one of those things that's so easy to do. It makes almost no dishes, and we used to do it quite a lot, and then I guess in our season of moving and just all the transition we had going on, I completely forgot about it. But we love it. It's super simple, so that's what I decided to do this evening. You know how when you eat a certain meal, it just gives you throwbacks of your childhood? Well, that is what this meal is for me. Sunday evenings, sitting around the table, eating snack after church. And yes, I realize that it is late in the evening and my husband and I are brewing another pot of coffee, but it does not affect us and we really love our coffee around here. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon.